Okay, Coach. Well, the weather outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Got it. 53. Check 53. 65. 65.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Johnson running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got Jack Doyle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Dawson missed it. It's wide to the left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Undercrunch. Kill. Check.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Bring it. Ready. Black, what is that? 51. Check. Alert flare. Under 10. 10. Green, come see. 51, Mike. Mike's 51. Come on.
On third down, Winston. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got a noon one. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running from the gun, Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Let's go.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
We got 3. We got 3.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Quincy Enunwa, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guaranteed.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, That's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Switch. Watch twist. Watch follow.
On first down, they run with Howard. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They give to Johnson going right. That one good for 26 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Flip it. Johnny. Crash.
To throw again on second down. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick quarterback, Jadeveon Clowney. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Quick the edge. Come. Kill. 36. Wait.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6. 43-yard line.
Yo! 51. Off. 51. Watch the screen. Even. Watch the screen.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for the under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Corey Legion. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Grant on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Don't be scared of it. Tight dog, here we go.
From the 39, Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Ready?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Howard complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He's got daylight past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delay, it's Howard. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, the 30. 10 for touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The strong safety, Jaleel Adai, right there in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
First down, Miami.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run with Howard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5-0. Hey, let's go.
Play action now. Winston. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On play action, Winston. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Winston. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Winston now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready? Flag, what do that? All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 51. Echo. Let me go.
One last shot now for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run,